I don't know if. Oh, yeah, I am live. That was weird. It was taking forever to load. So y'all just saw me staring into space for like 15 seconds, trying to figure out why my stuff wasn't loading. Hopefully, y'all could hear me okay. That was weird. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you for being in attendance. Yeah, CP time is real. But we getting this thing started. Going to be covering a story not related to Pearl. But who knows? She might come up. I'm still dotting I's and crossing T's. I apologize for the slow start out of the blocks. But we about to get this thing going. Something came across my desk. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. You already see what's going on. You already see what's going down. So we about to dig into that. We about to get on into it. So strap on in. Let's get ready to go. Where's the intro? Let's get ready to go. Let's get it.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
What's up and what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate each and every one of you. Come on in. I hate when people say that, come on in, because people outside can't hear you say come on in. And people that are already in are already in. So it's kind of a stupid thing to say. But Hoop Jargon in the building says Satan the Sinner destroyed that couple to the left a year ago on a stream. I believe it was hilarious. I know what you're talking about. I saw that, but I didn't even know that was them. I remember seeing that, and it was wild. I remember seeing that. So yeah, I didn't know that was them though. That was wild. I like Jackie Jack's statement, and this will be stolen and probably made popular all throughout the space. If I got anything to do with it, what the cuck? And when you look at the story, like that's literally what it was. Like she was on the story to the left, the chick was married to one of the guys for something like 10, 12 years. And then she just decided, you know what? I want somebody else. And then so she just went and got married to, she got two husbands, married to one for 22 years and one for 10 years. And the framework and setup of it is that She could have another man in. He can't. He can't have another. Well, technically, he having another man, but he can't have another woman in. Like, that's the framework and that's the setup of it. That's the framework and the setup of it all. That's just weird. But shout out to Dark Knight Mentality in the building. Shout out to Dark Knight Mentality. Shout out to Long Tongue Sung. Shout out to I knew the white girl was gonna come up. Okay, he says, see Bernard on CP time again. Wait, that's racist. I can't say that. No, wait, I'm black, so it's all good. I'm glad you understand the rules. I am glad that you understand the rules. Some people don't understand the rules, but you clearly do. You clearly understand the rules. That's how it works. That's how it works. Mr. Showtime in the building. Absolutely, absolutely. I will drop the link. I'll probably drop the link relatively early in this one because I'm starting so late. So this may be a shorter show. So I'll probably drop the link early. I'll probably drop the link early. So we'll get right into it with this one. We'll get right into it with this one. But yes, Dark Knight Mentality has the rules all figured out on who can say what, when, why, where, and for what reason, and under what context, and to who, and all of that. Yes, yeah, he got it. He got it. He got it. Shout out to D-Rock Den in the building who sent me a Cash App, and I have no idea why I always say shout out to DeMac the Trucker when I mean D-Rock Den. I see D. Okay, could have made a pause moment right there, but I see the D's and I get confused and I say the wrong name. But D-Rock Den, not DeMac the Trucker, sent me a Cash App yesterday. Thank you very much for that. Winthrop in the building. Jackie Jack says get the likes up. Snuggle says drop the link. I just said I'll drop the link, so it may happen. Blessing. See, y'all smuggling the white girl into the conversation because that's one of her little African slaves named Blessing. See, y'all keep smuggling the white girl into the conversation without even trying. Shout out to that look like it says Lawrence. Lawrence, shout out to you. L.A. Divine. I thought that said Ava Divine. Woohoo. Uh-oh. If you know, you know. Shout out to everybody new. Shout out to Winthrop. Shout out to Snuggles. Shout out to Lil Big Nate says, holy shit, I'm early. Salute chat, Bernard Riley. Yeah. You're early. Well, I'm late, so you're early. So that's fine. That's fine. I gotta be late for you to be early. So it's all good. It's all good. But no, we're about to get into that. One quick recapper of the last show before I get into it. Because it was an epic one. It was a show of epic proportions. It was a show of epic proportions. FD Signifier pulled up, and I like that. I love that. I love that people pull up. I love that we could have the debate. I love that I love that it went down. I love that BGS pulled up too, and had the debate with FD Signifier. I loved every minute of that, and that was good. I liked it. Hood Servative for the win at the end. It was just too good. Got to clip that and make an extra separate video of Hood Servative just emptying both barrels. Like it was epic. Last show was epic, and it really pinned down a lot of things. It really pinned down a lot of things. I like how like me, BGS, and SKC was asking the right questions. Because see, here's the thing: if you're talking about Black women out in academia, intersectional feminists, intersectionality, and all of those things, it's like to me, those people, their ideology, their ideology is what their ideology is, and I think it's baked into the cake of the ideology that they're not going to put Black men or particularly Black boys first. They're going to do things, they're going to do more things for girls. I think that's baked into the cake of the ideology. They'll do separate things specifically for girls, and then they'll do things for everybody. And then that's where Black boys got to get, whatever benefit that they get from there. If that's how they move, that's how they operate. They're allowed to operate that way. But I think that there are Black men out in academia who support the modern intersectionality, woke views and thought processes, but they also in their mind feel like they advocate for Black boys and the spokesmen and do advocacy for Black men and Black boys. I think they honestly feel that in their mind. And so we were really trying to pin it down, like the people that you're aligned with how they work against your best interest. And that's why I was so glad that they work against the best interest of black men and boys. That's why I was so glad that BGS was up there, because BGS is, him and Dr. Tiasan Johnson, like that sector of the black manosphere. Even though I know a lot of people on the conservative bootstrap side disagree with some stuff that they say over there, but that part of the aisle is very valuable because they've done the research through and through and could break it down to the molecule, how everybody out, how out in academia, the part the part of the aisle that they want black men to follow and get behind your women, but the argument is that getting behind the women, joining that whole intersectionality thing, how that's not beneficial at all for black men and boys. Dr. T and Tom Johnson and BGS are the ones that they've really broken down to the molecule everything that other side of the aisle does to thwart and stop that progress that Dr. T and Tom Johnson is advocating for. And then so when you got somebody from that side of the aisle who's a black man who claims to also advocate for black men and boys and want the best interests of black men and boys, but also views things through the prism of intersectional, being an intersectional feminist, or just views things through that lens, how does he explain and justify his position? And we were getting real close. Like me, BGS, and SKC had him what I thought to be maybe 2 or 3 moves away from a clean checkmate, an absolute clean checkmate. And then Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic lost his patience, and I understand. I understand. Shout out to little big Nate in the chat room. Nate know how that goes when you're having a meticulous discussion and argument, and it's back and forth, and you corralling somebody into a corner. You got them so close to that checkmate, and then you just can't help it. You pull out the hammer a little too soon. It's like Nate does that sometimes. I'm like, no. We still need the chisel right now. Put up the hammer. Put away the hammer. Fantastic pulled out the hammer. We had him 2-3 moves away from a checkmate, and then Fantastic flipped that table over. And I started trying to scramble to pick up all the chess pieces. Let me try to figure out exactly where everything was at. And we couldn't get the chess pieces quite back where they was at. He kind of got away. So he kind of got away, but he came back, and I think a lot of arguments did get kill shot. A lot of his arguments did get kill shot properly, but it could have been more telling. More could have been exposed. More could have been exposed, and so that's why I walked away from it. Not 100%. I mean, very happy, but not 100% happy, because more could have been exposed and unearthed in that conversation. Had it just been me, BGS, and SKC and FD. Freeman's Journal did the damn thing too. But had we kept it, he was throwing shots. I understand why Fantastic wanted to cuss him out. He came up with an agenda and he was taking shots. So I get it. I get why some cussing out was in play. Was on the menu. I get it. But yeah, so it was really good. I highly recommend you watch that stream. I'll probably break up some of the highlights of it and put parts out there. Definitely when Hood Servative came in at the end. His whole shit tank was overflowing. Yeah. He says, yes, he was throwing passive aggressive shots like a broad. Yeah, he was. But I can withstand that if we getting down to the nitty gritty. Friedman had the scientific background. Yeah, Friedman definitely came with it. Yeah, he disrespectful. We disrespectful. I mean, I ain't tripping. Bring on the disrespect. But let's have the debate. Let's get down to the bottom of who's right and who's wrong. Hoop Jargon in the building says Fantastic came in with the Billy Club and And Force Boy needed a logic cap to defeat him. Am I reading that right? Fantastic came in with the Billy Clubs and Force. Okay. I couldn't see the period because I had the screen. I had it smaller on the screen. I couldn't see that period. It came with the Billy Clubs and the Force, but Boy needed a logic cop to defeat him. Yeah. Logic cop, not cap, to defeat him. My bad. I had to make it bigger. Says, I guess Fantastic ain't gonna take an emasculated male pissing on our faces. That's why I understand. That's why I understand the level of pissed offness that he had. That's why I do understand that. I do understand that. But it was I did want to look past some of that and get the full checkmate. And we got it a few times where he started, speaking very long-winded and very abstract, in my opinion. Whenever we had him doing that, where he was at one moment saying firm, boom, boom, boom things, and then he'll get long-winded. Well, you see, what you have to understand is when you look at things through the prism of the such a blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, it was like, okay, he's not really saying anything. Not really saying anything. It was sort of said where the matriarchal holes at. Yeah. I'll talk a little bit real quick before I get into the main topic. He says, no, you can be her, but some dudes don't have your patience. That's what makes you you. Absolutely. Said niggas like him are so lonely bringing his pretentious ass over here talking down to us. Fuck him. Yeah. He said, I don't know if he's lonely. I don't know about that. There's circles on his side of the internet that he goes and talks in. Hell, I seen him over there with Destiny. I mean, he said he don't like Destiny, but I saw him over there before. But I don't know. Anyway, Hood Servant and Business says where the matriarchal holes at. Speaking of the matriarchal holes, let's get it. Let's go ahead and get into the topic. Let's get into the topic. All right. He said, I'm advocating for bounties all 2023. That's funny. All right. Hold up. I'm slipping on my pimping. Because I don't got the videos ready to go. Be patient. I'm about to man, it's crazy because the term sister wife that exists, that's a thing that we acknowledge. There's a term called brother husband. Brother husband is a thing. Like, go for who to thunk it. We know sister wife is a thing, but who to thunk it that brother husband was a thing? That's what they calling this. You look at what's going on in the title. I'm pulling up the videos right now. Well, I'm uploading them into the StreamYard, so they'll be easier for me to play. And oh yeah, I gotta get the link to RM. But let me get this ready to go. All right, think we got it. And one more thing. Hang on tight. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Sister mods, I know. They don't make me start changing the context of that. Never mind. All right, yeah. That's why I call us gals your sister mods. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Now we ready to go. Sister mod is a thing too. I remember it. All right, here we go. The link is right there for you. I'm gonna drop the link early for everybody else. But let's get into this. Let's roll this not so beautiful being footage and get it out the way.
Polyandry is the practice of one woman having.
Okay, just look at that picture. Well, I put my headsets on. Just look at that. How does this work? Let's just try to process. How does this work? Like, it be already legit happening in a marriage where one guy is with one chick, and we were just recently talking about that. One guy can be with one chick, and she already start cutting them off. All right. She already started cutting them off. Zulu the ghost. Just give me about 10 minutes. Let me just talk about this for a little bit. Maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get y'all in here soon. Because this is one of those ridiculous ones that I got something to say about, but I don't got that much to say about it. But I'm just processing how this type of thing goes. And thank you, and Little Big Nate. That's sort of my thing. It's like, how is it's like, it clearly got to be something. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, the guys who go for this, are they bi, or are they just that weak to where this is the woman that actually is willing to have sex with them every now and then, and they will accept it under any terms and conditions? Like, are they reluctantly accepting this, or are they into it? Are they the guy that, when you look at this picture, it's like, what the cuck is going on here? It's like, it when it's like, are they the guy in those those videos we've seen where they enjoy watching their woman get plowed by another man? It's just you know it, a part of me is thinking, like, okay, it's just gay. Like, the guys are just gay, and the guys are with each other, and they're all with her, and that's just what it is. Like, a part of me does think that has to be it. But if that's not it, it's like, ooh, it's like what kind of mindset, what kind of level of weakness is brewing inside of a man where he willfully becomes a part of a woman's harem? Because that's what it is. Or is it a situation where all three of them are going out and working, and she not working? Like, is she taking care of them? It's a weird situation. It's an all around weird situation, to where it only makes sense if everybody involved, if all the men involved are gay. That's the only way it makes sense. And don't, keep in mind, that don't make sense. But that's the only way that it could be. Ugh. But anyway, let's get into it. Let me shout out Hoop Jargon in the building. Says, I'm advocating for bounties all 2023. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Do appreciate that. You coming through and putting $2 on it. Do appreciate that. And hold on.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
And shout out to Toya in the building. Says, ain't never. Oh, shoot, I can't see it. I be having stuff on the screen that y'all can't see. So when I say I can't see it, bear with me. Says, I ain't never been sisterhood, but gladly a sister mod. Appreciate the super chat. Whoever says, I bet those men cry when nobody's home. Oh, man. Marum, a harem of men. I see what you did there. She got a Marum. All right.
Multiple husbands, but those
I think these are the people that was on Satan the Sinner like a year ago. I think that's them. I think that's them. Not 100% sure, but I do believe that's them. That's what, at least that's what hoop jargon. At least that's what hoop jargon is saying. At least that's what hoop jargon is saying. I think that's them. But hoop jargon also back in here with another one says, let me make that. Hold up. All right, here we go.
Another one. Another.
That's funny. Good one. All right. He said, they weak ass niggas. Let's keep it trill. There's 2 million more women than men in the country. These dudes are clowns. Okay, one thing. Nothing justifies this, but that disparity between men and women is not exactly like what people think, because women live longer and men start dying off sooner. So a lot of that gap between the amount of women and amount of men really takes place when we talk about older men and older women. That's where that gap starts taking place. So we kind of got to be careful with that argument about women outnumber men. Like when it comes to the prime, even in Black America, prime dating age, it's almost 50-50. I'm talking dating, marrying, reproducing age, like 18 to 35. 18 to 35 is pretty much equal. Once it get from that, 36 to 50 something, then it starts to become a slight drop off. But from I think from 50 on up, from 50 to death, that's where the drop off is, because men start dropping okay, that sounds horrible, but men start dropping like flies. Once men start approaching 70, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But some women can hang around longer. But yeah, men be dying in their 60s. I mean, hell, we just seen three men in this space in 1 year in their 50s, die suddenly. Stop it, Nate. I use that term, die suddenly. Stop it. No, don't say nothing, Nate. We not don't try to bring none of that into the conversation. But yeah, 3 men in this space in their mid 50s died suddenly. But yeah, so and good question from Nate. So if she gets pregnant, who's the daddy? Those are all good questions. Those are all perfectly fine questions. But shout out to Hoop Jargon. Do appreciate you. But all right, let's get into it.
husbands cannot have any other partners.
Oh, that's the kill shot right there.
Other partners. I have having multiple husbands, but those husbands.
Just listen to what she's saying.
Polyandry is the practice of one woman having multiple husbands, but those husbands cannot have any other partners.
What the cuck? That's what polyandry. I think polygyny is when it's just a man can have multiple partners and the woman can't. And keep in mind, we can make self-serving arguments because we're men, and when we see a situation like that with a man and we say, yeah, that's nature. Yeah, I don't care. I admit and concede and cop to, yeah, there's a male bias, and it is what it is. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is, it is nature. It is something more in line with nature when you see that happen with men. When you see that happen with men, a man having multiple wives like that is something, it's historical context and it's natural context to it, to where it's a thing. It's like legitimately a thing that one could actually make some sense of. One can actually make some sense of it and make a rational argument as to why that should be the case. But it just shows that how things are flipped upside down. And a part of me want to say that, okay, this is some fetish kink stuff, this is some gay stuff, but I do think we live in the society. Let me try to explain it like this. I think the number of people that are gay, and some of y'all may disagree, the number of people that are gay in a population, I believe that stays static over time. I think the only thing that changes is whether or not the particular society is accepting and open and welcoming of it, and that would determines the amount of men who are going to come out and be okay with it. But when you're looking at it from a societal standpoint, and you look at it from the standpoint where young men, boys, they're being more effeminized, all right? They're being more effeminized. They're being told things. I want to play the clip. The guy with the dreadlocks, he's going to be saying that. And when she told me that, after we was married for 12 years, and she told me she wanted another man, and I just had to understand that you just can't, stop or get in the way of a woman's, sexuality and sexual freedom. So that's why, now we have Jerry over here who's in, who's been here with us for 10 years now. It's like so I'm a part of me is trying to figure out, is it just like the dudes are just on some gay stuff, or is it that men are browbeaten to that level of weakness to where they will accept a woman at whatever diminished capacity that they can have her? Like, we talk about the guys who are simping and just taking all kind of bullshit from a woman. Is this like just a next level phase of the bullshit that men will tolerate and put up with? That's what I'm looking at here. Like, are these just regular dudes who just have really low, who just think really low of themselves, or are they just on some gay stuff or some cuck stuff, and they just like to watch their woman? They like to see their woman with another woman, because that's a such thing as some women like to see their man with another woman. That's a thing. So it makes you wonder from that perspective.
I have two husbands who love me.
There's definitely like a double standard when
What the hell? Okay, I don't see
a
no
female
nudity.
has multiple partners. It's, oh my God, she's such a slut. She sleeps around.
How is it the sleeping situation? Not all one room.
No.
I'm on room, and then she shares a room with him.
Oh.
What?
I'm on room, and then she shares a room with him.
Oh. Situation.
Wait
Not
a
all
minute.
one room.
No.
I'm on room, and then she shares a room with him.
Hold on. That guy right there was the first husband. He was there first. And now he got demoted to his own room, and she shares a bedroom with the most recent one. She basically just moved in another man and just put you in one of the kids' rooms. He got like a twin bed and a 22-inch TV and a PlayStation and probably some damn Star Wars bed sheets and shit. Like, she just moved him to like the kids' room. She moved him to the little bitty kids' room and moved in another man who she shared a master bedroom with. And this dude is sitting there okay with that. Like, dang. Like, I hate to say it, but he would have been less of a bitch if he said we all share a king size bed together. Oh no. That's even worse. That's even worse. He got I'm sorry. I hate to laugh at this. She moved in a new husband and kicked him out of the master bedroom. Oh man, that's messed up.
She shares a room with him.
Oh.
You were the first man I let my partner, Kim, be with.
I was watching my partner fall for another man right before my eyes.
And how you gonna juggle 3 guys like that?
To see me holding hands with somebody else or like kissing someone else, you don't think that would be hard?
It wouldn't be easy.
To do this
Yeah. White people do it too. Okay.
lifestyle successfully, you have to be willing to go outside of your old comfort zones.
You're okay with her sleeping with other men?
Most of the time.
They assume
All right, now it sounds like a hostage situation. Like they not even okay with it. They're being asked questions and they're looking up at the ceiling, thinking of the right thing to say. Like if he just would have been like, "Yeah, it's cool. I'm into it." That he's like, most of the time. Like he sounded like he's not even with it. He's not even all the way on board.
Out of your old comfort zones.
You're okay with her sleeping with other men?
Most of the time.
They assume multiple male partners. It's just about sex. That's definitely not it.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in an orgy? Things really started to get awkward when I heard some noise in the basement, you know.
Holy shit. Okay, I was about to say that before I heard what he said, but remember when I was saying with the theory that the men involved are just gay? Like now he sound maybe a little gay, maybe a little. I don't know. I don't just like to call dudes gay just off, I don't like to just jump out there with it, but so I'm leaning like the evidence is looking more like they just weak as hell than what it's looking like they just on some gay stuff. But this dude in the black shirt, that's the first one who's came off directly gay aside from the circumstance. All right, Coach Ali's Corner in the building. I still got to hit you up. He says, I'm late to this combo, but I know the black couple. Carl has girlfriends too. Oh, Carl has girlfriends too, but they have this narrative for the TV ratings. What? They are an entire company dedicated to help people become poly. Then why would they go with that narrative for the holy shit? Okay, which couple you talking? Are you talking about this couple right here on the screen? Let me know what couple you're talking about.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
Let me know what couple you're talking about. Which one? Because I mean, it's like 3 black couples technically. It's 3. It's one with like 3 women. I mean, it's one with 3 men, and then it's one with two different people. And how do you know these folks, Coach Ali? Coach Ali's Corner. How do you know these folks? And why would they? All right, I'm gonna give my analysis of this. If you're available to come up and speak on that, I am very interested. We can give you we can give you an exclusive on this. We can give you an exclusive, but yeah, we'll speak on that. But that adds a layer to it. That adds a layer to it, because if it is the case that the guys are seeing other women, then what's the benefit in fronting as if they're not? It's almost like the TLC channel. We only could sell this if she's looking like the boss bitch who's in control and running the men. I wonder if that's what it is. That's what I'm thinking. That's my theory on that, because it would have to it would have to be something like that. At least that's a theory. That they could only, that TLC could only sell it. TLC can't sell it if the guys got multiple girlfriends. They can only sell it if the woman is in a dominant position. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Ryan Decipher in the building says, if she divorces both of the dudes, does she get double alimony? No, because I don't think you can legally marry both of them. But what if she get alimony from one and that palimony Tiger Woods stuff from another? What if she pull that one off? You know what I mean? What if she could pull that off? That would be that would be a hat trick right there. Out to Ryan Decipher, just became one of the show sponsors of the day. Hopefully many more to come, but shout out to Ryan Decipher, coming through hard and heavy-handed with the $50 super chat. Greatly appreciate that. Appreciate all your support. But yeah, Coach Ali, if you not available, I mean, like try to. Well, no, hey, you work from home. You one of those guys, that IT guys. I think you be on that computer working all day. As long as you got you can take a break from, you can take a break and come on up. But let me get through this. And then we'll see.
A little moaning, a little groaning, a little don't.
Just got
my
real.
Goodness. Okay. All right. Let me back up. You gotta listen to this. Now, he described the nature of it. He described how it plays out in real time, and I'm glad he did that. And I'm glad he did that because that's that's where the problem is. Everything, the whole concept of this is in theory until you come home and you just go walking through you're about to go in the kitchen and just grab something to eat and you walk past the hallway and then you just hear like some dum, dum. Like that's when shit get real. when your woman that you got with that it was just y'all, and all of a sudden you coming home and then you hearing some clapping down the hall. Like that's when this ain't just we doing it in theory. Like, no, that's when shit get real. That's when shit get real, when you hear that down the hall, when you just got up in the middle of the night to make a sandwich and then you just hearing clapping. You hearing cheeks clapping down the hall. That's that's when it's time. That's when you know it's time to abort mission. Like, listen to this shit.
I heard some noise in the basement, you know.
Have you ever been in an orgy?
Things really started to get awkward when I heard some noise in the basement, you know. A little moaning, a little groaning, a little dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Just got real.
I wish I could be everything that you need, but I can't.
I didn't think I was going to be swapped out.
And I don't feel like it's a swap out.
Well, that's because you're not getting swapped out.
Oh my goodness. Like, it's kind of sad, and I don't want to laugh. It's like kind of sad. It's kind of sad because, okay, on one hand, if everybody is agreeing to it, like, that's really the argument. Everybody's agreeing to it, and why you got a problem with their lifestyle? It's some truth in that. It's some truth in that. You know, even though you may not like the lifestyle, your Christian values, your Judeo-Christian upbringing may say this is wrong, but at the end of the day, if they're adults and everybody consent, then it's no problem. But I'm not seeing from all the men, I'm not seeing full consent and consent. Like, I'm seeing like browbeaten men who with low self-esteem who think that they either going to have her or nothing, so they're going to accept her at whatever diminished capacity that they can have her, even if that means sharing her, you know, even if that means sharing her. Like, that's where it comes into a whole situation. Like, what's wrong with these dudes? Ryan Decipher said, I'll laugh for you. Man, part of me don't even want to laugh at it because I don't like seeing men just broken down to that position. I mean, yeah, we can shame them, we can talk shit to them, we can clown them, but it's
But I can't.
I didn't think I was going to be swapped out.
And I don't feel like it's a swap out.
Well, that's because you're not getting swapped out.
Just not having a good time right now.
Why are we talking about a wedding again? We're house shopping right now.
I feel like this is really selfish.
Oh yeah, he seemed gay.
How can you justify you're married? How can you go out with another person?
All right, now this is the one that's going to focus.
Year of our marriage, Carl and I decided that I was going to.
This is the one that's going to focus on that one particular couple.
In the 12th year of our marriage, Carl and I decided that I was going to have multiple partners because I had met and fallen for another guy. So I came back and reported that to Carl.
So we decided to talk about it. Like, what do we do? How do we go about this? And that began a 2-year journey of Kenya and I just kind of discussing things. We just had to figure things out. So we discussed it for a number of years. I finally came into the knowledge and understanding about feminine, expression, and realized you have to allow women to be free and express themselves. And as a man, I need to support her in doing that.
Now, y'all remember when the report came out that Amber Rose's son was like you know, when his classmates was bringing up his mom's OnlyFans, and he said the same thing. I realize you have to, you know, let women do what they want to do with their body, and if you let them explore their sexuality, and let the you see how a little boy is being groomed to talk and think like that. See, that's why I'm thinking that this isn't just some dudes that's on some gay shit. They are dudes who've been like programmed by this society to accept whatever women roll and throw at them, because you could already see it at younger ages that boys are being taught that, nah, you just got to roll with and lean with and rock with whatever the women are saying, whatever they're going with. You got to go with it, and then it manifests itself into a situation where they're grown and they're just going for it. They're just going with it. But remember when I said this? Remember when I said that? Let me blow it up so y'all can, you know, really see what I'm talking about. The one on the green shirt, they were together first for 12 years. They were together first for 12 years. And then the one to the one in the blue, the one in the blue, that was the one that came in later, as I understood it, as they explained it. And then they asked a sleeping arrangement. She said, or no, he said, the one in the green said, I have my own separate bedroom and the two of them share a bed. So make no mistakes. The new dude who just said you got to accept and let a woman explore her sexuality is the one that got demoted to the twin bed with the 22-inch TV screen and a PlayStation. Yeah, that's the one that got them. The one who was married to her first for 12 years, the one that got put in the kids' room, and she shared a master bedroom with the new dude. Like that's what they're saying. That's what they're reporting. Now, Coach Ali said he actually knows them, so I'm about to bring him up for an exclusive pretty soon. I just want to play the rest of this tape, and we're gonna see what it do.
We just had to figure things out. So we discussed it for a number of years. I finally came into the knowledge and understanding about feminine, you know, expression, and realized you have to allow women to be free and express themselves. And as a man, I need to support her in doing that.
I met Tiger at...
Nah, fantastic. He ain't even. He got a PlayStation 3. She got him in there with a Dreamcast. He got a Sega Dreamcast. I think you're playing Mario Kart on a Nintendo 64. That's what she got him on. Yeah. All right, let me get to the super. Iron, start pulling up the super chats. Start pulling up the last super chat I read. I mean, the last one that the most recent unread one. Oh no, go after that one. Yeah, okay, here we go. Otis in the building with the $5 super chat. He says, "Where are the men in his life to sock him and in his chest and tell him if there was ever a time to man up, this is the time. Stand up and leave, fam." Thank you for putting 5 on it. Thank you for putting 5 on it. Go on, rock on to the next one. Mr. Fantastic in the building says, I think you better leave this. I ain't gonna sing it. I could have. The Ronald Isley notes get hard at the end of it. You know, I could, you know, yeah, I could. I wasn't gonna be able to do that catch a case note, but I could sing the beginning of it though. But he said, "I think I better leave this place because I'm about to catch a case." Shout out to Fantastic, appreciate it. Sir Tice in the building. He says, "When presented like this, I can't take this seriously." There's another black couple featured on this that was also on the Saint in the Center channel. Yeah, we already talked about that. I think the first couple. I think the one that Coach Ali said he knows personally was on Fresh and Fit, I believe so. So we're gonna see, but calling her two males cucks would be a compliment. Just saw them in promo. Yeah.
What do we get for $10?
everything you want.
Yeah, bring up the next super chat. Bring up the next one. Bring up the next one. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Says the couple with the husband with locks. Okay. The company is called Juju Mama. That's weird. Okay, Juju Mama. They came to Detroit years ago to introduce Tantra. At the time, Carl had another girlfriend when they came. Okay. Okay.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you putting the $10 on it. We're gonna talk about. Oh, wait, damn! I saw Coach Ali in the back. Come on back. Come on back. Bring up the next super chat though. Bring up the next super chat. But come on back, Coach Ali. Come on back. All right. Well, I'm still want to get through a little bit more of the video before I bring you up, but just stand by. Nat channel. I mean, oh, that's that's my, yeah. I'm tripping. I'm tripping, but yeah. But shout out to you. I be getting confused with your new channel, but he says, dude in there playing Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Genesis. when one DK gets better than the other, we know what time it is. Shout out to you. All right, is that the last one? All right, I'm gonna roll a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna bring Coach Ali
Halloween
up.
party. He was dressed as Tiger Woods, and he was looking hot and sexy.
Well, I came out and had a dance with you, so we had a nice little romantic slow dance. It was real nice.
Yes.
And so I decided, I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to see where this leads to.
Right. So those just go right up there, and then the green painting goes in the center.
All right.
I'm super multifaceted. It feels like Carl fits one part of who I am, philosophical and spiritual, and we have these deep conversations. And then the other part is like thrill-seeking, excitement, traveling, and that's who Tiger fits. But I'm both.
Okay, I'm about to just bring Coach Ali up because he know him. Because like all I heard right there is one guy is a sympathetic listening ear that talks to me and we have good conversations, and the other one is I like to fuck him. But all right, so I'll let Coach Ali, who knows these people personally, what the hell, what's going on with your peoples? What's going on with your peoples, man?
I wouldn't necessarily call them my peoples, but when you're in that dating relationship space, you kind of meet folks around the way. So like I said, when they came to Detroit, they were introducing like tantric sexuality. I'm sure you've heard of that, right?
No.
So basically, it's the concept of basically connecting on a spiritual level where you don't necessarily have to, quote unquote, touch each other. So their main attraction is that the husband would move the wife's energy energetically and give her an orgasm without touching her. That was kind of like their bread and butter, I guess you could call it.
So they were like teaching how to do touchless orgasms.
Long story short, yes.
And it allegedly worked. It allegedly, so they say. Because I mean, if you, I think okay, they're doing some Peter Popoff fake faith healing type nonsense as far as I'm concerned.
So,
like,
premise,
let me hold on, wait, let me explain it like this. If people could fake an orgasm during real sex, I think they're faking the orgasm during no touch sex. But I don't. I've actually seen that a chick actually tried it on Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club, where they like lit some candles and played some music that was real serenading and set the ambiance and the atmosphere, and she was like guiding her hands over him without touching him, like just like I'm guiding my hands over the desk.
Yeah.
And it was like supposed to be sending magical energy to his genitalia, and then he was sitting there. He just laid there and went through it and was like, "Yeah, this touchless sex is trash." And then
the premise is you're supposed to be like in a meditative state. You're supposed to be meditating while this is going on, and so you're in the ethers while this is going on. But anyway, that was their main attraction. So they're known for the books that they read, that they wrote. Carl wrote Tame Your Woman, and Kenya wrote Change Your Man. And
wow,
yeah,
those
so,
two things they don't think those two things contradict each other. But anyway,
but titles catch attention. So
yeah.
and Carl's book, he talks about how to be more masculine, the same concepts we see in all these books. But the funny part is when and I'm not knocking him, I'm just giving their story, is that he talks about when he met her, how masculine she was. And basically, in a nutshell, and and read the book for yourself if you think I'm bullshitting, but the premise of the book was basically just be more masculine than her, to kind of like, tame that masculine energy. And in her book, she talks about unleashing or unlocking that feminine energy to attract, manifest the type of man that you want. You know the lingo. But they talk about their interviews are all over.
Well, let me cut you off and ask you this, man. How was he talking about how masculine she was when they first met, and now, but I guess the version of her that kicked him out of the master bedroom and brought another man in is more feminine, like that? Like it's almost like they're selling. I mean, are they just selling word salad? I mean, I don't know if you've read the book or if you've heard them really speak. Like,
yeah, I've read both books.
Okay, so then, all right. So where is the masculinity in him and femininity in her, if she's bringing another man into the master
Right.
bedroom and sending him to the kids' room with a twin bed and a Nintendo 64 with Mario Kart,
Right.
22-inch
So
22-inch TV. All right.
So here's what you can do, because he has a page on Facebook, and he talks about, and you have to kind of look at it if you're in that hippie space, how you shouldn't be so. It's the same tactics. You should be so secure with your masculinity that you shouldn't be able to possess a woman, to not express her desires, blah, 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 blah. And you should be secure within yourself to manifest the life that you want. Do I agree with it? No. But I guess when you're coming from a hippie standpoint, their point of reference is, if you love somebody enough, you don't possess them, you just let them be.
Yeah, but see, that's okay. That's part of the problem, as I see it, where they keep trying, like, if that's what they want to do, say that I love her, but I don't own her, she could do what she want to do. That, go ahead and do that. I guess the problem that I have is that they try to sprinkle some masculinity dust over top of it. Like if you really masculine, if you're a really masculine man, and you won't care if you hearing cheeks clapping down the hall when you in the twin bedroom and you hear the headboard of the master bed, the king size bed banging against the wall, and if you truly a masculine man, you good with that. It's like, that's where it gets goofy. Like,
again, mind you, I was saying, throughout their entire marriage, Carl has had girlfriends as well.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Emmett Perry. That's what they mean when they say a real man would allow. Yeah. Okay,
but Carl has had a girl, has had multiple women in this case as well. But for the sake of the TV show, they have to suppress that part in order to get the TV ratings.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into. Now, why is that? Why do they gotta suppress the idea, the notion that the men are free? Because like what Jackie Jack just said in the chat room, but he's not supposed to own her, but from the way that they're putting it, she owns them. She got them on a damn leash.
It's part of the agenda. I mean, what men do you know watch that network?
So okay, so I grant it. No men watch that network. So you're saying that the TV executives at that network is saying, we only could sell this if the woman is looking like she's in an absolute power and authority position, and she owned these men and got them on a leash, and she could do whatever she want to do, how she want to do it, and she run the world girls. We can sell that. But if the men look in the least bit free, then it's a no-go. We can't sell it.
That is correct. Because I'll tell you this, Bernard, because they talked about the poly.
I want to hold on. I just want to to the FD Signifier conversation, who he says that we just full of misogyny. Like, let all that misandry sink in, that they only could show that type of relationship if the woman is looking like she's in the full control masculine position and the men are looking like basically like her pets. That's the only way that they could sell it to a female audience. So don't ever come through here calling us a misogynist again, because that's some intersectional feminist shit going on over there. That's neck deep in misandry. But all right. That's just rounding out they're just throwing shots from the argument from the previous show. But all right. So, okay, back to the regular scheduled program. Go ahead. What you were saying?
No, because if you go online and look at Juju Mama, and it means Mama Magic is what the translation is, they talk about how they help men get multiple women. So they talk about, cultivate masculine energy, semen retention, using your discernment, blah, 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 blah. So they work on both ends. They've helped men get in polygamous relationships. They've helped women, quote unquote, manifest multiple men. So they work both sides. But again, for the networks ratings, they have to suppress the other half in order to push the woman's agenda forward.
That is so wild. But you know what it is let's just say there was some masculine network. I'm not even going to talk about the essentially the modern day TV that we do on YouTube. I'm talking like if it was on network television, cable TV, but it was a show that more centered towards men. And let's say they suppressed, hid, and obscured the female side of it, but only showed the male side of it, to where the men had the man in the equation had multiple women and everything going on. I wonder how that would play out. I wonder, would that be, with the misogyny and all of that, would they be rallying against that? And you know what? I'll pump the brakes, because they did show a show where I think it was some Mormons and he had multiple wives. I think they did do something like that. So maybe there is a way that they could present it where the man is in that position and they not lose their shit. So maybe.
Yeah, but when they do it on our side, it's always dysfunctional. Who was the rapper that had 10 baby mamas?
Yeah, I forgot, but yeah, I know, I see what you mean.
Yeah, when they do it, they always have to paint it as if it's never functional. It's just a dude just impregnating all these women, and he just happened to take care of them. They just happen to be cool. You never get the true polygamists who actually do this for real. If you look at the like the Nation of Islam, the 5%ers, the people who actually like really invest in that kind of stuff, where the women are vetted. They know, the community knows which men are responsible for which women. They won't go to that because it doesn't, support that, feminist narrative that that women love and crave so much. Like, you hear it all the time. But I was in a relationship panel last night. I'm here in Detroit, and that was one of the questions they asked. Well, how come a woman can't have two husbands or two boyfriends? And it was astounding how, one, none of the men wanted to answer the question, and two, it just came from like a whole what do you want to call it, like a fantasy. But no one wanted to say, like, because no actual man will put up with sharing the woman that he likes and loves and adores with another dude while he up in the other room playing with his Dreamcast. Even though 2K was bomb on Dreamcast, like the Dreamcast was way before its time, but I'm not gonna be sitting there playing it while my girl getting her cheeks clapped while he's hitting it from the back fast, not slow. Shout out to Chisha's there.
I don't know why that was so funny, because it's like it's worse if they doing it slow, then it's not as bad. But if they if you just never mind, it's all bad. It's all bad. But that was funny. Cheeks clap fast and not slow. All right. Okay, shit. Damn, you killed me with that one. Oh man. Shit. Oh, what was this relationship panel you was on last night? You should have told me. I probably would have went down there with you.
It's called the Heart Unite.
We both here in Michigan. Coach Ali, you've been in my studio before.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So I could have went down there with you. What was that about?
I've done the show plenty of times. I've been doing that show for like the last 6 years, but they called me last minute because they needed for me to fill in for somebody. But the company's called Heart Unite, and they do a heart-to-heart talk show. Well, they just bring random people from Detroit and they talk relationships. Everybody talk their shit. People drinking. Actually, the next show, would you want to jump on a show? I can get you on. I can make the connect for you.
Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, is it recorded? Is it like this podcast or?
It's live.
You know?
They're on.
Do they record it and redistribute it in any way?
So what?
I'm saying, like, do they record it and redistribute it anywhere on the internet?
I believe they're on Roku TV.
Oh,
yeah.
This ain't even YouTube internet podcast stuff. They put it on Roku. Well, okay, I don't even know what Roku TV is. Now that I think about it. I know what a Roku box is. Okay, I know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about that. That sounds interesting.
But I'll get you connected. But long story short, yeah, Carl and Kenya Stevens. There's another side to their entity that they're purposely suppressing in order for them to get on this show and get the TV rating. That was the whole gist of it. If you want the reference, Carl's book is called Tame Your Woman, and Kenya's book is called Change Your Man.
Yeah, I think we good on that. At least I'm gonna pass on those books. But the link is in the chat. Anybody else wants a piece of this? Y'all can come up and speak on the absurdity of men being okay with this. You know, straight heterosexual men being okay with this. And well, that's one question. I'm gonna save that question. I'm gonna get that question for you. And also, what do y'all think about that TLC agenda? How they can show something like this, but they only could show it if the woman is in the complete control and dominant position, and the men are depicted as yielding and kowtowing to her and bending to her will and doing whatever she wants, and she has multiple partners and they can have none. That we gotta break down that TLC agenda, because we get called misogynistic on this side of the internet, on this side of YouTube. But I think that is like they're not just. It's like the show itself isn't just being misandrous. I think I said it right. The show itself just isn't being misandrous, but they're making a calculated decision to present it that way because they know it will only be accepted by the plurality of the female audience. They know it will only be accepted if they've presented that way. It means that female audience will want no part of it if the man looks like he's not completely in a weak position, if that woman looks like she's not completely in control and in a power position, if it looks like she doesn't completely have these men on a leash, then the female audience won't accept it. Like, that's very telling. And keep in mind, these show producers, they know their stuff. They know their audience. Like, they don't do stuff by accident. They don't shoot from the hip. They've done the research. You know what I mean? Like, they've polled women, they've interviewed women, they've had test audiences watch certain things, and when they put stuff out there, it's not by accident. They know full well 100% what their audience wants, and they give it to them. And so the whole TLC audience, that's like a damn near a spinoff of the Oprah network, damn near. They want weak men. They want men looking weak and women looking strong and lording over men. That's what that essentially means. Like, that's huge. That's huge. Like, that's yeah, that's deep. That's deep.
No pun intended.
Yeah. that's what he felt when he heard the bumping and knocking in the other. Man, you got to deal with your woman getting dug out,
And
by
then
another man in another
and then
room.
20 minutes later, she come kiss you in the mouth. Like, come on now.
Yeah, ain't it? Shout out to Anton when he said it ain't enough toothpaste. If you know, you know. If you know that one, you know. But the link in the chat. Anybody want to come on up? I'll roll some more of the not. Well, you can stay here. You can stay here, hang out. But I'm gonna roll some more of the not so beautiful bean footage. So let's go.
Of those people in one body. So I like to have those multiple partnerships.
Okay, well, what do you, based off
Deep
you knowing
conversations.
them,
And then the other part,
based off you knowing them,
I'm
what
super
do you think about this statement right here? Based off you've met them, you've read, what do you think about this statement right here?
multifaceted. It feels like Carl fits one part of who I am, philosophical and spiritual, and we have these deep conversations. And then the other part is like thrill-seeking, excitement, traveling, and that's who Tiger fits. But I'm both.
All right, what I gathered from this is that that your big homie Carl is doing the touchless energy, no touch sex, but what's the name is the other dude getting hit it for real. That's what I gathered. But what do you take from that statement that she made right there?
Well, here's the thing where, and this is where the argument falls apart, because what they don't tell you is that these aren't the only two guys she deals with. You know, throughout the years, like she's had a couple guys, short term or long term, but you know, the Tiger dude, the one on the right, is her, you know, the guy she wants to bring in like officially. But you know, because
Is his name Tiger, or that's just what she calling?
That's what they called him on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she has another need that needs to be met, what's she gonna do? Go get another one? You know what I mean? Like at some point you got to call it where it's like, okay, that's why you find the one person who meets at least 80% of what you're looking for, because you're always going to be missing something. But to have this idea that whatever need, you know, you need fulfilled, you need to go out and get somebody else to do it. Then what's the point of being in a relationship? You might as well just recruit 6, 7, 8 people to meet every need. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, what's the point of even holding down the fort? Like you're literally.
Well, I mean, I guess in that regard, what is the point in being in a relationship? I mean, I guess I can't exactly say that. I mean, okay, let's go down that route. Like, what's the point then? Like, if she got those two dudes, and then she got also be having other dudes all on the side and everything, it's like, I mean, so it does seem like this is just them trying to romanticize an economically viable living situation. Like, you know, maybe they, you know, need each other. More money, the more the merrier in terms of money and finances, and having a nicer house and more comfortable living and everything like that. Maybe that's a factor in the equation, but everything else is just her just wanting, you know, they just, you know, grown people who want to fuck who they want when they want, and they just deal with, you know, the hearing the cheeks clapping down the hall. Like, is that like kind of what's going on?
Pretty much, because if you tell the full story, they don't tell you that Carl got the freedom to catch a flight and go deal with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember they had a huge video that went viral because I think it was like 2 years ago. Kenya was upset because Carl wanted to go spend Thanksgiving with his other chick. And
Thanksgiving? Oh no, nigga, you can't go spend Thanksgiving. You can get a random non-holiday centered weekend getaway, but not the holidays. Like, no, she actually had to check in on that.
But again, when you tell the full story in its context, this is the part that you know, if you do the research, you can, the stuff leaks out. Like I said, the guy, it'd be different if Carl wasn't getting females on the side and we didn't know about it. Then it's just like, okay, these are just two saps that just are in a dupe situation. But again, in order to sell it, you have to prop it up like, you know, this is the new thing.
And based off your knowledge, is that true that that Carl, the one in the green, that he's in like the bedroom, like that part is true. And why is that? Because I mean, you're talking about him like, hey, he got freedom, he got control, he go travel and hook up with shorties that he met on the internet, and be getting flued out and be flying out, getting him some action. But in his own home, why is he in the kid's bedroom with
That
the
part
twin bed?
I can't explain that part. Because I have no answer for it. And I'm gonna put my business out there a little bit, because it ain't no big deal. But one thing I've noticed, that a lot of the women that he deal with happen to be their clients, whether it's on the business side, whether it's on like the spiritual side, the manifestation, create your life, whoop de whoop,
Oh, it's like a cult then at that point. If they're selling this next new level, emotional, mind, energy filled, no touch sex, and this is how awesome life is, and we're the orbiters of this new level of sexual experience, and you're wrapped into our circle of poly whatever. Once we get you mind fucked into believing in this energy filled sex, yeah, and we got books and we got merch and yeah, I mean it looks kind of I don't know if cult is the right word. It might be,
Yeah, I
but
get what you're saying. I won't say it's cultish, because it's not like they live on in an isolated, ranch style home and keeping them captive. But you know what I mean? It's just, as they're working with them. I mean, they do meet with some of their clients, but no, because I remember at the time, my ex-wife and I, they had really good business plans, so we hit them up to kind of pick their brain a little bit. And even Carl was kind of, hinting at her, and she was like, "Whoa, hold up! Like, this is, we're talking business plans. This ain't no kind of other exchange." And then when she showed me the message, I was like, "Hold up now."
How did that play out? Okay, so they selling the tantra energy sex thing in the poly lifestyle, but they also what got on like some real estate, got know how to short sell real estate, and that's what you kid them up for. Like what's up, man? you sound like you about to out yourself. Be careful.
No. Actually, you hit it right on the head. They do flip real estate. They got property out in North Carolina. They have rentals, and at the time we were looking to do some short sales. We're looking to do tax lien deeds. We were looking to do a couple other things, and they were talking about it one day, and that's when we had hit them up, because we were like new to the real estate, field, and we were like, oh, let's kind of pick their brain. They talked about, because we were like new to that business, and we were like, let's hit them up for an idea how they implemented the business plan, got funding. What do you call it? Getting your Dun and Bradstreet number, all your like business basics, because a lot of us do like those grassroots kind of businesses, and so since we've known them from around the way, we were like, well, let's hit them up and ask, and that's how that transpired.
Wait, how did you know them from around the way?
Because when they came to Detroit, I mean, we met them, we talked to them. They showed up at a couple other events that we just happened to be at, like authors, like author conventions. We've seen them at a couple retreats. I'm trying to think what else I'm trying to think. We met them at something, but like we were at events and they just happened to be there. And so we were like, oh, hey, that's them from Detroit, and then once we heard them online, once talking about the real estate thing, we were like, oh, cool. They're into it. They're already doing it. So we were like, well, let's pick their brains to see how we can kind of get our foot in the door. And like I said, they live in another state, so nothing ever transpired, anything physical out of the two. But yeah.
Wait, would you say? Hold on. All right, fantastic. Said it. Go on and respond to that one, man. Go on and respond to that one.
No, I didn't touch. No,
All right. So
Nothing. Like I said,
ain't.
nobody. There was no swinging. There was no nothing involved. Like it was strictly.
You
Like I
said
said,
something about a couples. You said something about a couples retreat. So you ain't get a piece of that. None of that happened.
No.
All right, and all right. We gonna take your word, but I keep it 100% real with you, man.
Come on now. If I did, I would have been honest with you.
All right, cool. All right. All right, let me we gonna roll some more tape, and I'm gonna get to some super chats. Hold on, let me do like this. All right, we got modern day problems in the building with the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. $20. All right, go to the next one. Jackie Jack in the building says, didn't she make him get rid of his girlfriend? I don't know if she's referring to something that was said on Saint and the Sinner, maybe. I don't know what she's talking about. Did you see one?
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
Well, first things first, do you know what Jackie Jack is referring to?
That I don't, because like there's so many of them. I don't know which one. I should probably pull up his Facebook and see if I can go down the timeline. But I mean, there's several ones that he's dealt with, whether they were just hookups or actual ladies in his life.
Okay.
So I don't know which one he's referring to. And
did you see their performance on the Saint and the Sinner? This was like about a year ago.
No.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty interesting. But all right, wait, T4M1RT, weird name. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, he says the men's version is called Seeking Sisters' Wives. It's also on the TLC channel YouTube search. Yeah, that's what I was coming with, because I was thinking that they wouldn't do it the male version of it, but then they sort of kind of do. So that is an interesting layer. But thank you for the super chats. Do appreciate that. Damn it, it was another question that I was going to throw out there to you. Hopefully it'll come back to me. All right. So I'm gonna play a little more. Real quick. But damn it, I forgot what my question was.
Both of those people in one body. So I like to have those multiple partnerships.
Oh, what I was going to ask, do you think that the gentleman who, by the name of Carl, your homie, I'm just playing, but no, do you think he like when she was describing the emotional, physical, no, not physical, but like almost like the spiritual connection she had or whatever with him, like, do you think it's like very possible that like they're like off to the side, like the two of them, they're not even having sex with each other actually? Like, is that sort of what I was hearing in that?
To be honest, at this point in their marriage, probably. I won't put an official stamp on it, but I mean, between her having this dude and Carl having the women on the side, I mean, they run a business together and do have children, so I'm sure they're doing something, but they're probably not, having conventional time with each other. But I could see it at this point, because in one of the interviews that they gave, the swinger couple was talking about, when you've been with somebody for so long, you want newness, you want to spice it up. And they were like, the other person isn't going anywhere, so you might as well explore your other desires without the worry of, breaking up a family. Woo, woo, woo. But yeah, I could see it at this point in their marriage. I'm living together, what, 20-something years, 25 years?
I think they said 22 at
Yeah.
the time of filming this. So yeah. All right.
Is it one nail for each painting?
It's probably gonna be two. Let's do the big painting first.
We're all.
And when you actually met them, you ain't detect no gay shit between the two dudes.
No.
All right. So I'll toss that theory out.
When I met them, Tiger wasn't around. He's new.
This was 10 years ago.
Yeah, when I met them, it was back in like 2014. Like, yeah, they were kind of newer on the scene.
Oh, okay.
And I was just out of college. Yeah.
So they were just selling the touchless sex. They weren't selling the polyamory back then.
No, they were selling the polyamory thing, but
they just didn't have a live-in dude. He just hadn't been kicked out the master bedroom yet. In other words,
no.
Okay.
I remember their kids were babies, like when they were coming around.
All right.
Basically trailblazers in this way, and we all support each other. And that's why I'm so ready to support Tiger and Kenya whenever they need support in their relationship or anything else.
I think a lot of what people see on a day-to-day is kind of like the whys. Why would anybody do that? Why would that man invite you into his house and have you with his wife? Why? It's a benefit to have another person there. It's a benefit to have somebody that you can kind of relate to, that you can trust, versus just having some random person come in
or cheating,
just
lying, hiding, sneaking.
It really adds a lot of serenity to the home.
A lot of guys that I meet are, I always start out by telling.
All of that serenity go out the window when you trying to sleep and you hearing her cheeks get clapped up through the walls. Like all of that serenity go out the window. Cut it. All right.
Guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react to that?
Most react well.
Wait, hold on.
Hiding, sneaking.
Yeah, you heard it right.
A lot of guys that I meet are, I always start out by telling guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react?
So right there, she's talking about she's still out dating.
Yeah,
you got 2 men at house trying. 2 men in the house working together to, I don't know if they're trying to put up a damn a 50-inch TV or a picture or something on the wall. They working together doing all that, and she's just sitting on the couch swiping right on blackpeoplemeet.com and shit, and still going out on dates. Still going out on dates with 2 live-in husbands. This is wild.
To that.
Most react well. Oh, I'm dating because I'll always be dating. It's just fun. What can I say? It's hard to explain this because it feels like this is not rocket.
And you want to know what's weird when dudes think when they hear that there's a percentage of dudes who's like, oh, well, I know this is just all about sex and hooking up with her. I can just cut right to the chase. I can just be very direct. Let's just get to the fucking. I ain't no, you got 2 men to finance and take care of you and go out on little dates and do the. I ain't doing no whining and dining. We just matched on this dating app, or we just met out. You got 2 men that you in a long-term marriage with. We just smashing. That's where the dude's mind go when they meet her. Like, oh, I'm just cutting right to the chase.
And think about it. If you know her from her work and you go to one of their workshops, think about how you were like, well, I might as well shoot my shot while I'm here. Her husband's right there. Her other husband's right there. Like, yo,
It's it's funny. Dudes probably just walking right up to her, right in front of one of her husbands. Like, it's okay, right? Per the deal, per y'all situation. I should be able to holler right in front.
You get two husbands and a boyfriend. I mean, who get the tax break? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many caveats to this, but it's just like you heard her, and she have 2 full-blown husbands and still dating.
Oh my goodness!
How much of a roster do you need?
Attention, energy, relationships, and love.
Oh goddamn! Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. I didn't expect all that. He said, what was the violation, though? No, it is no violations. It is no violations. You could see them. If you see them out at the grocery store and you want to take your shot at her, go on and holler at her right in front of them. Not that, I mean, I don't recommend it. I have no interest. But yeah, it's oh shoot. RM just said the stream is down. Oh, TLC got me. I think I just got. Is that what they're saying? Oh, they got me. Coach, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Wait, hold on. You saying we're back on? Okay, let me know in the chat. Let me see if I get anything. Okay, now I'm being told I'm back.
They said that's a warning.
Are you? Is that what you? Do you know that, or that's how it actually work?
Oh, I don't know. I was talking shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that could be. Well, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we are dealing with TLC. We are dealing with TLC, so I probably should just go on and wrap this thing on up. I probably should go on and wrap this thing on up because we are dealing with TLC, and they don't be playing. They don't be playing. But wow. Wow, that was wild. Man, I don't even know what else to say to this one, but they from your understanding of it, would you say do both of the dudes got free reign? They both be messing with others. Oh wait, no, you didn't. You said homeboy wasn't around when you knew about
Yeah,
it.
I don't know Tiger situation.
You don't know Tiger situation, but the dude Carl, the one in the green, he was messing with a lot of chicks, and they didn't sell it like that for the TV. That is crazy. That is crazy. No, he's saying Body Thug saying just play the audio. It ain't even no audio to play, really. It ain't even no audio. I mean, that was the end of it. It's another clip. It was another clip, but I didn't even watch the other clip because that was pretty much all I needed right there. So I kind of played everything that was necessary to play. But he says that's a warning. If you're still alive in the morning, you're fine. Yeah. I might just leave it right there. Like I said, this because I started so late. So we'll make this a shorter stream. I'll leave it up, and hopefully they don't take it down. But we will wrap this thing on up right now. Thank you to everybody who supported the stream. Let me make sure ain't no cash apps come through. Thank you to Ryan Decipher coming through, dropping 50 on it. Shout out to Osmosis. Sent a $5 cash app. Osmosis sent a $5 cash. Let me see who else came through on the cash. I think that was it on the cash app end. On the cash app end. Come on, hurry up. My Plantation Wireless is taking too long to pull up my cash app. Okay, yeah, just Osmosis came through on the cash app end. So yeah, thank you to everybody who joined the stream, and thank you, Coach Ali came through with the insider information. Definitely made the show today. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And I'll connect you with that talk show tonight.
Yeah, how often do they do it?
Twice a week.
Oh, twice a week. Yeah, that's
twice a month. I'm sorry, every other week.
Okay, twice a month. Okay, yeah, twice a week is a lot, but yeah, once a month. I mean, twice a month. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I'll definitely be down. But all right, y'all. We out of here. Peace. We gone.